Hi there everyone, it's another wonderful day, especially as we're celebrating our national heroes and our rich heritage. So happy you're here for this journey inside Jamaica Magazine. I'm your host, Theodore Henry. There's a lot lined up in the half hour and you can't miss any of it, so stay with us. Calling all tertiary level students, the JIS presents its 2024 Heritage Photo Competition under the theme, Out of Many, One People. Capture the beauty of our culture and history through your lens for a chance to win amazing prizes. Entries close October 31, 2024, so get ready to showcase your creativity. Visit jis.gov.jm for the competition guidelines. Don't miss your chance to be part of the legacy. Let's preserve our heritage, one photo at a time. On these opening pages of the magazine, our nation's leaders shared their messages for National Heroes Day. First, we'll hear from our Prime Minister, Dr. the Most Honorable Andrew Holness.
Brothers and sisters, today, as we commemorate another Heroes Day, we stand on the shoulders of giants, our national heroes, whose sacrifice and courage have paved the way for the progress we now celebrate as a nation. We stand on their shoulders so we can better see the vision they intended for Jamaica. And from the ruins of history, we commit to build a prosperous and just Jamaica for all Jamaicans, consistent with the vision of our forefathers and our heroes. Nani fought for the freedom of the Maroons with strategic brilliance. Sam Sharp, affectionately known as Daddy Sharp, led his people with intellect and compassion to stand up for their rights. George William Gordon advocated tirelessly for social and economic empowerment. Paul Bogle demanded dignity and a better life for all Jamaicans. Norman Manley laid the foundation for political independence. Sir Alexander Bustamante passionately championed the poor and the working class and the economic development of the country. Marcus Mosiah Garvey inspired us to think and act positively, striving for economic independence and self-empowerment. Their legacies are a reminder of our responsibility to carry forward their mission. As we reflect on their legacy, let us consider the strides we have made as a nation. This year, we are proud to highlight significant achievements that honor the spirit of our heroes. Our economy is the strongest it has been since independence. We have halved our debt in the past 10 years. Unemployment is at historic lows. Our reserves are at record high levels. We are bringing inflation down and we are taking the steps to reduce the cost of living to make life easier for all Jamaicans. We are investing the dividends from our strong economic management into improving the lives of our people. We are investing in the things that matter to you. Hundreds of Jamaicans have been lifted out of poverty with houses built for the most vulnerable. 100 new buses have been added to the JUTC fleet and another 100 is coming very soon. The NSWMA recently received 50 new garbage trucks and hundreds of NSWMA workers are now permanently employed in their positions. Those whose homes were impacted by Hurricane Beryl are receiving cash grants of up to 400,000 Jamaican dollars to effect repairs. Water is being delivered across Jamaica to communities that have been waiting for decades, with the latest project being in Shetwood in South St. James, where I recently opened that project. We have commenced the Spark program, the most comprehensive program for road repairs ever in Jamaica. $45 billion allocated from our budget. Very soon, you will start to see roads being repaired in your community. Now, we are looking after our pensioners as well. We introduced the new social pension program. We have increased NIS pensions and increased the tax-free portion of pension benefits. We are caring for the most vulnerable in our society by increasing path allocations. We are providing opportunities for more Jamaicans to uplift themselves by acquiring skills through Heart Trust, free of charge. We have also removed the guarantor requirement for student loans. The significant investments we have made in our national security are paying off. Crime is now at the lowest level in 24 years, and murders are down by 19% for 9 consecutive years. We have introduced no new taxes, giving businesses and individuals confidence to invest. In fact, we are now giving back to taxpayers earning less than $3 million with the first ever reverse tax credit of $20,000. When has that ever happened in Jamaica? I stand before you today at the old courthouse in St. Thomas, where Paul Bogle, our national hero, ignited the flames of justice during the Morant Bay Rebellion. What was once known as the Forgotten Parish is now rising as the beacon of Jamaica's Renaissance. St. Thomas is no longer overlooked. It is at the heart of our nation's transformation. With groundbreaking investments, including the new highway stretching from Harborview to Port Antonio, we are opening the whole eastern section of the island to a new frontier of economic growth and opportunity. As a lasting tribute to his legacy, the section of the highway from Bull Bay to Morant Bay will be proudly named the Paul Bogle Highway. From the old courthouse in Morant Bay to this modern courthouse in the Morant Bay Urban Center, we are fulfilling the vision of Paul Bogle for a just and prosperous society. The Morant Bay Urban Center, now under construction, stands as a beacon of transformation. Along with major infrastructure projects, it represents a bright future for St. Thomas and Jamaica as a whole. The development reflects our government's commitment to building a prosperous and equitable society where every Jamaican, no matter their background, has the access to the opportunities to fulfill their dreams and aspirations. This Heroes Day, I'm very pleased to announce that the government has done their preliminary work and will be moving forward with the legal process to introduce a new national honor, the Order of National Icon. On completion of the legal process, the Order of National Icon will be conferred on the Honorable Louise Bennett Coverley, Miss Lou, and the Honorable Robert Nestor Marley. This will be a most well-deserved and long overdue recognition of their legendary contributions to Jamaican culture and music. Both Miss Lou and Bob Marley stand as towering figures in the preservation and global elevation of Jamaica's cultural heritage. Miss Lou's work in promoting Jamaican patois and folk traditions has cemented her as a pioneer of our national identity, while Bob Marley's music transcended borders, making him an international ambassador of reggae and a symbol of resistance to oppression and a beacon of unity and love. Their impact on the world stage is immeasurable, and this recognition honors not only their individual legacies, but also the indomitable spirit of Jamaica. We're crafting a Jamaica that honors the legacy of our heroes while building a future of opportunity and equity for all. Today, as we honor our heroes, let us not forget that their mission is not yet complete. It is now our responsibility to carry their legacy forward. each one of us is called upon to be a hero of our time, to work tirelessly for a Jamaica that is peaceful, productive, and prosperous, where every citizen lives with pride and dignity. Let us shape the future that our heroes envisioned, a future where every Jamaican can thrive. Let us keep building and transforming Jamaica. Transformation in action. As I stand in the new and evolving St. Thomas, look around. We must be committed to building and being active in the transformation of not only our personal lives, but the transformation of our community and the transformation of the wider Jamaica. Happy Heroes Day, Jamaica.
Attention all primary school students! The JIS invites you to participate in our 2024 Heritage Essay Competition highlighting the theme, Out of Many, One People. In only 400 to 500 words, discuss how our different cultural, ethnic or religious groups have contributed to building a stronger Jamaica. Essays must be written in standard English and have at least one reference from a JIS source. There are prizes to be won. Get creative, share your ideas, and make your voice heard. Submit your essay by Thursday, October 31, 2024. Be sure to visit jis.gov.jm for the competition guidelines. Your words can help shape Jamaica's future. Start writing today. It's now time to hear from the leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Golding, as he calls for unity, love, and shared prosperity for all Jamaicans.
My fellow Jamaicans, on each National Heroes Day, we focus on and pay tribute to the courageous men and women who shaped our nation's identity. The principles of unity, social justice, and equality underpin the struggles of our national heroes. And on National Heroes Day, we reaffirm our commitment to those everlasting principles. The theme of this year's celebration is One Love, One People, One Heritage. It's a theme that embraces concepts which resonate deeply among the Jamaican people. It reminds us of the unifying power of love that enables us to derive strength from our diversity, and that our national creativity is the source of our greatness as a people. Our national heroes, Marcus Garvey, Sam Sharp, Paul Bogle, George William Gordon, Nanny of the Maroons, Norman Washington Manley, and Sir Alexander Bustamante, they embodied the spirit of unity, courage, and determination. They fought against injustice, inequality, and oppression, paving the way for our freedom and progress. Their sacrifices changed the course of history in a positive direction towards our emancipation and our independence as a people. The stories of their lives highlight how we came to be the extraordinary nation that we are. The struggles and sacrifices they endured have gifted us our irrepressible resilience, our deep love for freedom and justice, and our uniquely powerful creativity that is celebrated worldwide. It is the source of the resilience, confidence, and love that create for us the unlimited opportunities of the present. And their legacies continue to inspire us with hope in the greatness of our future. Our brilliant achievements in culture, sports, academics, governance, and various professional pursuits are lasting tributes to those who paved the way for us. We must continue to honor their legacy by confronting the lingering relics of colonialism, including our head of state and our final court of appeal. It's time to assert our full independence, embracing the great institutions that we have helped create, like the Caribbean Court of Justice, as we build a future rooted in our own sovereignty and guided by our common history and a shared vision as a region. Our heroes fought for a Jamaica where everyone can thrive, and they understood that we need to invest in and empower all our people. Social and economic justice are still elusive for many, and the negative behaviors we see in our society reflect a lack of self-belief and self-love, which is still to be overcome. These challenges demand that we continue the work of our heroes, ensuring a Jamaica where social and economic justice is a reality for all. We must honor our national heroes by rising above these challenges, ensuring that all our people enjoy access to quality education and healthcare, decent housing, and economic opportunities for personal advancement. We must honor their legacy by protecting the rights and dignity of every Jamaican. This is why I continue to call for Robert Nesta Marley, who more than any other has made our music an inspirational force of liberation, justice, and equality for all the peoples of the world, to be recognized as the national hero he is. His greatness is embraced in all corners of the earth. He gave us the enduring power of one love, which is drawn on by the very theme of National Heroes Day 2024. Time come for his status as a hero to be formalized here at home. It's also why National Heroes Day is a day that we honor the unrecognized heroes and heroines who made and make immense sacrifices for their families and communities across Jamaica every day. Our civil servants, our teachers, policemen and soldiers, our doctors and nurses, our firemen, our correctional officers, our social workers, and all those who serve our people and contribute to the betterment of our homeland. One love, one people, one heritage. That is today's rallying cry. So let us forge a Jamaica where every child can achieve the Jamaican dream, where every citizen can live with dignity, and where every community can prosper. Our national heroes gave their lives for this and would expect nothing less of us. So, my Jamaican family, happy National Heroes Day. May God bless our nation, guiding us towards unity, justice, and equality for all. One love.
Secondary students, it's time to get creative for the JIS Heritage Poster Competition 2024. Whether you're a whiz with digital design or love to illustrate, this is your chance to shine. Design a poster using this year's exciting theme, Out of Many, One People. Prizes are up for grabs, so bring your A-game. Submit your masterpiece between September 2 and October 31. For all the details and the guidelines, head to jis.gov.jm. Don't miss out. Show Jamaica your talent and create something amazing. Jamaica's first national hero, the Right Excellent Marcus Mosiah Garvey, was instrumental in mobilizing the black race at home and abroad towards self-actualization and political, social, and economic accomplishments. We pause to reflect on his life and lifelong work to uplift the black race.
Marcus Garvey words come to pass.
On August 17, 1887, In the quiet town of St. Anne's Bay, 50 years after emancipation, the son of a Maroon was born, one who refused to accept the injustices he observed around him as he grew up. While attending school, he developed a healthy appetite for reading, fed by his small library at home. Unable to attend high school because of financial difficulties, Garvey at age 14 became an apprentice printer for his godfather, Mr. Burroughs. 2 years later, he joined the staff of P.A. Benjamin in Kingston as a printer and quickly became a foreman. But after having joined a workers' strike at the plant, he was relieved of his job. After a brief stint at the government's printing office, he started his own paper, The Watchman. It folded because of poor financing.
Marcus Garvey words come to pass.
At an early age, Garvey began championing the cause of black redemption, leading the way for the universal freedom of the black diaspora. He became actively involved in politics, cultural organization, and the trade union movement, and developed a passion for journalism, printing, and publishing. At the age of 20, Garvey made a life-changing commitment.
I ask myself, where is the black man's government? Where is his king and his kingdom? Where is his president, his country, and ambassadors, his army, his men of big affairs?
Garvey could not find the answer, and so took on the task of helping blacks at home and abroad to create their own nation. In 1910, he joined his uncle in Costa Rica and traveled extensively throughout South and Central America, where he observed and was deeply touched by the poor conditions in which West Indian workers lived. Later, he traveled to England and continued his studies in journalism. While there, he consolidated the thoughts and philosophy that he would use to call the Negroes of the world to action. At the age of 27, 5 days after he returned from England, Marcus Mosiah Garvey founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities Imperial League. The focus of the organization was to unite all the black peoples of the world and to establish a country and government that was absolutely and uniquely their own. Garvey's movement ran into trouble with the local authorities and was rejected by the Jamaican people. Undaunted, he traveled to the United States. After visiting several states, he settled in New York. From there, Garvey established several branches of the UNIA across the country, and by 1920, the movement registered over 4 million members. At its peak, the UNIA had over 11 million registered members in 859 branches in over 30 countries. On June 27, 1919, the economic arm of Garvey's liberation movement was incorporated, the Black Star Line. This enterprise was meant to create jobs and business opportunities for millions of blacks worldwide. The business did well in the first year, but ran into financial difficulties soon afterwards. Garvey, his movement and his philosophy ran into problems with the United States authorities. He was jailed and deported to Jamaica.
Marcus Garvey words come to pass.
Garvey returned to Jamaica to a tumultuous welcome by a large and enthusiastic crowd. He wasted no time in organizing a political movement. He founded the People's Political Party in 1929, the first modern political party in Jamaica. Perhaps Garvey's most outstanding contribution in the quest for the universal emancipation of the black race was his lifelong unrelenting efforts to unite and uplift the black race through a program of self-reliance and education. The thoughts and ideas of Marcus Garvey evolved into a social, political, spiritual, and economic blueprint for the successful development of a black nation. He advocated Africa for the Africans. He encouraged blacks to be proud of themselves and of their history, and for them to be self-reliant and strong. In shaping the political destiny of the black nation, the Declaration of the Rights of the Negro Peoples of the World, adopted at the First International Convention of Negro Peoples held during the month of August 1920 in New York, was a radical document. As a legal instrument, it ranked alongside the Magna Carta and the United States Constitution, in that it affirmed and demanded redress for the injustices heaped upon a despised and rejected people by the entire world. The convention was attended by over 25,000 members and delegates from all over the world and demonstrated the power and reach of Garvey's movement. But most of all, it signaled the growing solidarity of the Negro peoples of the world. Garvey called for the emancipation of the mind at the 6th Negro Convention in 1929, held at Edelweiss Park in Kingston. He declared then that after the physical emancipation of slaves, the UNIA should create a second emancipation, an emancipation of the minds and thoughts of the 400 million Negroes of the world. Marcus Mosiah Garvey was not able to totally emancipate his people from their social, economic, and political bonds in his lifetime, but he certainly planted the seeds of black liberation and redemption across the globe, and the world has not been the same since.
Marcus Garvey words come to pass.
While hummingbird melodies resound around the lignum vitae blossom, we thank our ancestors, those etched on the coat of arms and those embedded in our hearts, for entrusting to us the care and continuation of our shared heritage. Fulfilled by our favorite fruit, we lift our hands in homage to the national flag and anthem.
It is in our best interest to preserve and repair this land, because this is a Fiwilika island. Let's take every opportunity to thoroughly explore our country while we raise our heads with pride and dignity.
Before God and all mankind, I pledge the love and loyalty of my heart, the wisdom and courage of my mind,
the strength and vigor of my body in the service of my fellow citizens.
I promise to stand up for justice, brotherhood, and peace, to work diligently and creatively, to think generously and honestly.
Jamaica, may we, under God, increase in beauty, fellowship, and prosperity, and play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race.
Our half-hour journey through the pages of Jamaica Magazine ends right here for today. But please join us again tomorrow on this station for another informative show. In the meantime, visit our website, jis.gov.jm, to view these and more feature offerings. On behalf of the entire production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Until next time, live good.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.